sexy, sassy, saucy, limitless, and flawless HBICs. How are you doing on this lovely morning, afternoon, or evening? This is currently Sunday. I have yet to go live yet. Please know that I will go live as soon as possible. I had an unexpected event yesterday that made it me unable to go live. So, you know me, if you've been around me long enough, you know I will make this up to you. But let me get to the basic bitch. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Kimberly. My dog has just decided to come downstairs. Her name's Poop, if you're new, and she loves to hang out with me, especially when I'm making videos. However, if you are new, I would love for you to subscribe and join me in my daily obsession with manifestation, or the law of assumption. Both, actually. I would love if you could give this video a like. I'm hoping it's because you're going to like it. Also, with the basic bitch, if you need help figuring out what's going on between you and your manifestation, please feel free to email me at manifestingwithkimberly@gmail.com. All of my coaching options are in the drop box below. They're in the screens that just went by. I have 2 channel memberships where I go live 2 times a week with my channel memberships. One is the exclusive lives channel membership, where I go live with that group every single Tuesday around 9:30 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. I also have the hot seat / group coaching, which I go live with them every single Friday around 9 a.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. The Tuesday exclusive lives group is for typical zhuzhing. It's a zhuzhing. It's where we keep ourselves motivated and we discuss tips and tricks and share successes. We don't necessarily want to talk about circumstances, nor do we want anything that's going to trigger anyone else. That type of stuff, even though that sounds really shitty, doesn't it? But that type of stuff, specific circumstances, that group is on Friday. Friday, you can bring up any topic around manifestation you'd like. You can ask me anything specific to your situation. I thought she was going to town on her ass, and she's not, thank God, because she has before. If you join the Friday group, you have access to both groups. Yes, both groups. So, I also have TikTok, Instagram, and Clapper. I am the most active on YouTube. This is my home base. This is my favorite place, to be honest. So, let's get in. Today, I want to talk about when we're manifesting. The idea of manifesting, or at least I hope it's the idea for you that's watching, it's to change your life. It's to change your life. It's not just to manifest the one thing that you are currently hyper-focused on. It's to literally change your life, change your 3D reality, become a new version of self. And if you're new to manifestation, new version of self doesn't mean there's something wrong with you currently. That's not what this means. It means there's a version of you that you have access to right now in this moment, through your mind, through your imagination, through thought. There's a version of you who's living your dreams, desires. It's already in existence up here. And you have access to that version of yourself at any given moment. However, through our typical conditioning in this 3D world, which the conditioning began the moment you came out of the womb, the conditioning is to believe wholeheartedly in the current 3D surroundings around you. We've been conditioned to believe that completely. But the thing is you have access to every single version of yourself right now. So if you're manifesting a specific person and it's someone you already have, some type of intermingling with, there's a version of you who is happily with that person, living his or her dream life, meaning your dream life, living it right now. and you have action, and you have choice to access that version of you right now in this moment. But the version of you, that's just another way of saying state, the state of consciousness, who you really believe you are. For most of us, when we first find manifestation, a lot of us are in what I like to call the victim state. It's a state where we have believed that everything is happening to us, right? We think people are hurting us, doing things to be mean to us. Maybe not everybody, but you see what I'm saying. We see it from the perspective of having no control on our lives. And that's just not true. And this is what manifestation is. But with all of that, I know right now you're watching this and you're saying to yourself, all right, but I just want my specific person, or I just want that money, or I just want a new change in appearance, or I want my health to be better, or I want this item, I want the car, I want the house, I want the job. And I'm not telling you you can't have those things. Absolutely you can. But realize this can be bigger than just that one manifestation. You can literally design your life. Literally. When I was a little girl, there was a toy or a game called Fashion Plates. And there was a Barbie one. And yeah, I had it. I'm going to stick a picture of it in right now. With that picture, really take a look at it. Now, back then as a kid, we were just changing the outfits with the plates, right? I want you to think of manifestation as kind of like that. But instead of changing the outfits that Barbie's wearing, you're changing you versus all the areas in your life. Think about how big that can be, how amazing that can be. So if you're feeling stuck in something, like maybe you don't have enough money, maybe you don't have the love life you're wishing you had, I want you to think of it as you are your own Barbie. And you don't have to think of it as being Barbie. Whatever you played with as a kid and still enjoy to this day. Strawberry shortcake, Holly Hobby, G.I. Joe, Wrestlers, I don't know. Dukes of Hazzard. Trying to think of all the shows that were on when I was little. Think of yourself as these plates can be moved, can be changed. You're making a whole new you. Manifestation doesn't have to be for that one item that you're manifesting. It could be a total overhaul of your life if you want it to be. Total overhaul. But you see, we get sucked into our 3D and we think, sometimes we are just hard on ourselves because we think we're fucking crazy for even entertaining this manifestation thing, right? Like being Delulu, even though I look at that as being a good thing. Because maybe the people in your life don't believe in this. Don't subscribe to manifestation. You know, what? They're just unconsciously manifesting. They're not aware, but you are. So sometimes when you're around people that don't believe in the things you believe in, you kind of, dumb yourself down. You make yourself small. And we keep it to ourselves, which is, I'm not saying that's not a problem as far as the keeping it to yourself part. I get it. But don't dumb yourself down. Don't make this small, that you're just manifesting this one thing. Redesign everything. Design your life. There's nothing that you can't achieve. There's nothing that you can't manifest. So a lot of times, with people that come to me for coaching, they're manifesting a specific person. We'll put all of our focus on that, which is fine. And then we'll have a little bit of small talk, and I'll hear people tell me, oh, I'm miserable at my job. I'm miserable at this, or my friends are giving me a hard time because I'm doing this, blah, 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 blah. And I share every single time that, okay, so let's redesign that shit. Let's change that shit. Why are you accepting a miserable job life or career life. Okay, I get it. You want to put your focus on SP? You can do whatever you want. But do you understand that there is a version of you, a state already exists, that you have an amazing career, and you love your job. You love it so much it doesn't even feel like a job, and you're happy there. You make great money. You have that SP that you're super focused on. You have that relationship. It's exactly what you want it to be. You're happy with your appearance. You love everything about yourself. You love your house, your home, your vehicle, all the things, all the important areas to you. There's a version of you who's living her or his best life in those areas. So you can decide to be that version now. You don't have to wait. I guess the message of this video is you don't have to wait until one manifestation shows up. Don't think it from the place that you're going to have to be affirming 10,000 different affirmations to hit every area of life. For example, when I tell myself who I am, when I tell myself that I am new self, I already have a mental definition of what that means specifically to me. That's the version of me who's, in a loving, fulfilling, committed relationship with the person of her choice, and she's happy as fuck. But she's also happy in her money category, in her career category, in her home category, in a vehicle category, in her health category, in her appearance category, in her relationships with family and friends category. I know what new self means. It means all of those areas are exactly the way I want them to be. And I don't say 10,000 different affirmations to hit all those categories. I just took a moment one day and wrote down each area of life that I believe exists. And what I believe exists, it might be something different than what you think is important on your area of life thing. That's okay. But I made a list. This is how I want to feel about this category, this category, this category. This is what I would like to see so that I can feel this way, right? Because manifestation, what are we doing? We're manifesting an experience, a feeling, how we want something to make us feel. Really, that's the basis of manifestation. But even coupling with that, you can be as specific as hell with manifestation and have the specific experience. So I only brought that up because sometimes I think we lose sight of that, right? Sometimes we think that because, well, hey, you've never been in a relationship before, so you don't think you know what it would feel like to be in that experience. And I say, hell no, you do know what it feels like. You may not have ever had the physical 3D experience of a relationship, but you do know why you want to manifest it, because you think it's going to make you feel a certain way. And so what is that way? There's your answer, right? We talk about the subconscious mind in this community as if it's stupid and, doesn't know the difference of this or that. And some things I agree with and some things I don't. So I don't experience the limitations of believing that my subconscious mind doesn't know me or that it doesn't know my desires. Think about it. What did someone have a personal conversation with their subconscious mind? And its subconscious mind answered and said, yeah, I don't understand this, or this. Right? That's a 3D world definition of subconscious mind. I don't care what the 3D world says. I decide it. I decide what's working and how it's working for me. So that becomes my belief. So then what? My 3D shows me the evidence of my belief. I really want this message to be clear. You are so much more powerful and intelligent than you give yourself credit for. You have access to every version of yourself right now through thought. So design your entire life. Your mind, when you say new self, just like it does for me, can have a definition of what that means. And you can just tell yourself that, and it will make change. Don't dumb yourself down or limit yourself because of a belief from another. Open yourself up. Open yourself up. Open up that mind. Think bigger. Because you could have it all. You could have it all. But whatever your mind is telling you as to why you can't, that's just ego talking. And I mean it when I say you're limitless and flawless. That's who you are at your core. Unadulterated consciousness. No limits. Flawless. From there, we step into a version, a concept of ourselves. Meaning I'm the concept of Kimberly. And from there, I choose a specific version of myself every day. That's what you're doing every single day. So redesign your life. If you're already happy in all these other categories that I mentioned earlier, good. Then just keep focusing on what you're doing. But if you know you're not, if you know you're not completely satisfied in all areas of life, let's change that. Let's change that. Allow yourself to be happy in every single category. And all I mean by categories are in everything, all the things you care about, all the things you concern yourself with. Like the version of you doesn't worry about paying her bills or his bills because you're so abundant in the money category that you don't have to worry about it. You just boom, 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 pay it and still have a ton of money left over. That could be you. There's a version of you already living that. Choose it. Choose that version or frame or lifeline or life track or reality. There's so many different words out there that kind of all mean the same damn thing. You know what I mean? I'm going to read you a quote real quick. You know I like my quotes. Disregard appearances, conditions, in fact, all evidence of your senses that deny the fulfillment of your desire. Rest in the assumption that you are already what you want to be. For in that determined assumption, you and your infinite being, aka consciousness or God, I amness, universe, higher power, source energy, fucking moonbeams. Okay. You and your infinite being are merged in creative unity. And with your infinite being, all things are possible. All categories of your life. All, are you hearing me? All. Not just specific person, not just money, not just health, not just appearance, not just career, not just where you live, what you're driving, college, grades, all. And even if that sounds a little overwhelming, it's not. Make a list of what you want your life to look like. Design it. You literally can design your life. I'm telling you. It's exactly what I do. And I look at mine like Barbie fashion plates. I'm just changing plates. And each plate is a different area of my life. I'm being specific with what I want to experience and feel in all these categories in life. But I'll tell you one of the feelings that comes up a lot: safety, security, and joy. Those three. I want to feel safe and secure, and I want to be happy. So that's how I want to feel in all areas of my life. That doesn't have to equal 10,000 different affirmations either. Your subconscious mind is a part of you. It is not a separate succubus that is an idiot, blind to your other thoughts. It knows you. And just like for me, whenever I tell myself that I am new self, there's a mental picture happening in that moment that has all the definitions of what you want because you've said so, because you've desired that, because you've made that conscious choice that that's what new self means to me. That's what I've defined it as. And from there, I cockily, comfortably know that it's taken care of. And I trust that everything's taken care of. So then what happens? My 3D has to validate me. Hello, magical, wonderful manifestation. Anyway, so I knew this wasn't going to be a short video, and I was really wanting it to be. Design your life. Know that you can be happy and fulfilled in every single area of your life by deciding that the new version of you is the version that's happy everywhere. And you can be as specific as you want. It's no different than how I manifested love. I made a specific dream man list. And then I just affirmed that I was with that dream man. Because it was easy. It's easier than having to rewrite everything. See what I mean? Don't make this harder. This doesn't have to be hard. Okay? And on that note, I'm going to go live as soon as possible. I love you all. I'll see you all. If not later, then tomorrow. Okay? Design your life like Barbie plates. Like Poop is, she's so cute. Yeah, you're doing this all on camera, huh? Like Poop is wanting attention as she's grooming herself. I need some itchies. Help? Help? What do you think? Why are you acting so sad? Anyway.